In other words, I don't know what's going to happen to the enemies of our people, and yeah, and when thou wilt visit thy works. In other words, when you're going to visit your people. And he answered and said unto me, thou too shalt be preserved till that time, till the sign which the Most High will work for the inhabitants of the earth in the end of days. That's deep. This therefore shall be the sign when a stupor shall seize the inhabitants of the earth. Now, we definitely into that. I'm gonna look up stupor. Stupor. Allow. It says stupor is the lack of critical cognitive function. Ah, that is crazy. It says stupor is the lack of critical cognitive function and a level of consciousness wherein a sufferer is almost entirely unresponsive and only responds to base stimuli such as pain. Ah. A person is also rigid and mute and only appears to be conscious as the eyes are open and follow surrounding objects. These two guys, 2005. The word derives from the Latin stupor, meaning insensible, being characterized by impairments of reactions to external stimuli. It usually appears in infectious diseases, complicated toxic states, severe hyperthermia, mental illness, that is schizophrenia, severe clinical depression, vascular illnesses, hypertensive something fee, neoplasms, brain tumors, vitamin D deficiencies, and so on. Now this is because it says that a stupor is the lack of critical cognitive functions, cognition, the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experiences, and the senses. As a result of this, a perception, sensation, notion, or intuition. This is crazy. So check it out. It says, he answered and said unto me, thou too shalt be preserved till that time, till that sign which the Most High will work for the inhabitants of the earth in the end of days. This therefore shall be the sign when a stupor shall seize the inhabitants of the earth, and they shall fall into many tribulations, and again when they shall fall into great torments. And it will come to pass, when they say in their thoughts, by reason of their much tribulation, the mighty one doth no longer remember the earth, yea, it will come to pass, when they abandon hope, that the time will then awake. Now this is crazy, because it's saying that, like Night of the Living Dead, like end of days, when everybody is just all just they to where, you know, them zombies, they could like get their leg chopped off and it ain't even no thing. They just vessels for spirits to take control of their bodies. It says, and I answered and said, will that tribulation which is to be continue a long time, and will that necessity embrace many years? He answered and said unto me, into 12 parts is that time divided. So whenever this time that he's talking about that's going to happen in the end of days, it's going to be in 12 parts. In the first part, there shall be the beginning of commotions. Let me look that up real quick. See, a lot of words, you know what they mean, but when you look at it, what they mean, you be like, dang, I ain't know it meant all that. See, I'm not highly educated, so I got to find out what it means. In the first part, there should be the beginning of commotions. And in the second part, there shall be the slayings of the great ones. And we're going to get second Esdras 16 and 35. It says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. So look at it and receive it. Believe it as the truth. This word in the revelation that comes out that the Most High be showing us, it's like, it's something that's confirmed amongst all of us that what we reading is true. It's not like, because, it's not like you can't question anything that's going down. And if anything is questioned, we seek it out, and the Most High gives us the truth. He gives us the revelation of the truth. It said, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Letting you know that behind all this astrology, idolatry, like he says, self-help, spirituality, new age, is demons. So he's like, believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. The Most High told them don't sacrifice their children to these demons, and we ain't supposed to sacrifice and worship these demons. Second Ezra 16:35 in the Apocrypha. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. So that would be us. It says, behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. So it's plagues, judgments that are to come upon the earth. And he says they're not going to be slack. These angels is going to handle their business. It says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So it's saying, just like when a woman go in labor, soon as she go into labor, it's on until the baby come out.
Right.
So that's the times that we in. When this thing really hit, when we get to that moment, it's a switch going to flip, and it's going to be on till Christ come back, till the sun is manifested, till we caught up in the air, in the twinkling of an eye, our bodies are changed, and the whole body of Christ is in the air, coming down, jacking people up. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So if you're trying to run to somewhere else, you're not going to be able to run away from this. It says, oh, my people, hear my word. He's making a plea. We really got to, when we get a revelation of the scriptures, we really got to believe that it's true so much that once we see it, because when you see something in the scriptures and it's revealed to you, it's like it's a moment that goes down that Satan is going to try to attack and take that revelation away before it takes root. Because if it takes root, it's like an idea, just like demons attack us with thoughts and ideas, and those ideas come forth and bring forth sin. Is the same way as the word. When we receive the living word, and once it takes root inside of us and it becomes our reality, then it manifests in our body. So Satan is going to try to stop that from happening. So he says, oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So once we hear the word, once we get the revelation, we gotta believe it, we gotta act upon it, and we gotta make ourselves ready. He says, and in those evils, that is the wickedness that's around us, we gotta be like pilgrims, like we in a car just riding through Beirut or something, and just looking and seeing all the carnage and just passing through, like not getting out the car, like, let me go check that out, that look deep. No, you just gotta be passing through. You can't be going to the right or to the left. Like we were reading last time, we got to have a single heart. It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. So when you living your life, you can't be living like everybody else. You trying to come up, build up your bank account, build up your portfolio, make career moves. You know, you want to get a better house, a better car. You know, you just want to, I just want to live a decent life because I believe God. No, he says, he that selleth, you got to be like, you ain't gonna be here. It says, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. When you get things, if you move, if you acquire something, just, you got to know in the reality of your mind that it's temporary. Like whatever you just got a car, you just got a house, you just got whatever. One day is going to be the last day that you ever encounter whatever you just got.
Right.
And so that's how, this is the mentality or the consciousness that you got to take in the midst of this stupor, because everybody else is caught up in the hype of what's on the TV. Everybody got flat screen TVs now. Everybody's seeing everything digital and living color, and their minds and their consciousness is being lulled into a stupor. It's like when you be holding these things around you, if you don't have the right mind, they can just suck your brain out, to where you'll just be tripping. You'll be tripping. You'll be worrying about, you just be tripping. So he said, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose, and he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it. So you can't be trying to be all about a profit. You just gotta, especially it's like right now, the banks is real jacked up right now. Like, so anybody that got like any kind of money in the bank, you probably should take it out. Like if you got some real money in the bank, because one day your account it's gonna be looking fat, and then like just like that, it ain't gonna be no money there. It's gonna be like you ain't never even had it. So we gotta change our thinking about the way we living, because it's things they doing so many things, man. They want to destroy 80% of the population of the world. They want dead because they can't control all them people. You know what I'm saying? So the ones that, make themselves valuable, that climb up in the system and that become strong in the system, a lot of them, that they going to take the mark of the beast. They going to be buying and selling and living large and being wicked as, what. But, so is he that occupieth merchandise as he that shall not, that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap. So you going through the things that you got to do on a daily basis, but you doing it with the mentality like, I'm only doing this because this is temporary, because the whole script is getting ready to flip, and I got to make myself ready for when the real battle come. Because when we was talking about the attacks of the Shiddim and the Spectres, is these guys done already opened up portals and let these demons in. See, it's millions of demons that are prophesied to be unleashed on the world. Now the specters are the ones, are like the ghosts or the apparition, the actual spirits that are going to be going into bodies. The Shiddim are the actual Johns manifesting with bodies.